If you are a local business trying to figure out how you can have your end users' location served within your responsive search ads so that you appear more relevant to your end users and increase your click-through rates as well as your conversion rates, I'm going to show you in this video how to use the Google Ads Location Insertion option within the responsive search ads so that you can have your user's location appear within the ads. For example, if you are a locksmith and you serve a city like Glendale, California, what you can do is have something along the lines of serving Glendale, California, or serving the city of Glendale in your ads. But instead of going and writing an ad for every single city that you serve, you don't have to. All you need to do is set up the location insertion within responsive search ads, which I'll show you in a few seconds. But quickly, I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Michelle. I'm the founder of Level 28 Media, and I help local service-based businesses generate leads from Google Ads. So if you are spending at least $2,000 a month and you're looking for managed services or an audit on your Google Ads account, check out the link below, and I'd be more than happy to have a discussion with you. Now let me take you through how to set up location insertion within the Google Ads interface. Assuming that you already have ads set up, you would just want to go to the pencil icon on the ad where you would want to put the location insertion on. Click on the pencil and it will take you to the ad edit page for that specific ad group in the campaign that you're in. And then you're going to go down here to your headlines as well as your descriptions. And you can see here, I've already had this set up. I'll show you how you can go about doing this. But I want to quickly explain how this works. So based off of the locations that you're targeting within Google Ads, it will pull from the locations that you're targeting. And based off of where that user is searching from, it will then serve the location that they're in so that it will improve your click-through rates and it will look more relevant to your end user. So for instance, I'm giving a very simple example here. Let's say that you are a locksmith and you are targeting the Los Angeles area. What you would want to do is type in, you can say actively serving, something along the lines of we come to you in, and then whatever city or location you want to enter, you would just put this squiggly bracket in the headline, and then a drop down will appear. You'll have keyword insertion, you'll have countdown, and you'll have location insertion. For this example, I'm going to just show you how to use a location insertion. If you have any questions about keyword insertion or countdown, I'm happy to create another video on that. But you just click on location insertion. And as you see here, you have three options. You can do it based off of the city, the state, or the country. What it will pull from is the city that the user's in, the state the user is in, or the country the user is in. Most of the time, we'd probably be using more state or city, mostly city. This is where I tend to find the best results for my local clients. And there is a section here called default text. This is the fallback text that would appear in case there's not enough character count, because as you know, within responsive search ads, you're only limited to 30 characters in your headline. So if you have it set up and it's exceeded, the specific city names exceeded the character count for the headline, Google's going to then use your fallback text. So in this example, I'm just going to put LA for Los Angeles. So this will say actively serving LA. If a city like Pasadena, if let's say Pasadena was a super long, which it is, a long city name that exceeded the 30 character count, therefore, then Google would not use Pasadena and just swap it with LA because it knows that that's what it could fit given the character count. So that's just a little snippet of how that works for the headlines. The same thing works for the description. So you could say, as a professional locksmith in, you would just put the squiggly line, and then it would appear below location insertion. You'd pick whether it's the city, state, or country that you want to appear for the user, and then the fallback. Actually, and then when you enter it, you don't need to put the squiggly line. Google will put the other squiggly line for you. And that's pretty much it. Then you would just go ahead and click save, and you'd be good to go. However, there's one thing that I want you to double check. Once you have your locations set for your headlines and descriptions with the location insertion, I want you to then go check your actual targeting for your locations. And Google's moved it again, so I'm just going to go up here to locations, go ahead and type in location. Give me a second. Actually, it's going to be right here under campaign. There we go. So one thing that I want you to check is go to the campaign level, then go to locations. Then let me just assume that I have this set up to Los Angeles County. There's one little tricky setting that I want you to be aware of, and it shouldn't have been Los Angeles, should be Los Angeles County. Okay, and then we have Los Angeles County here. One thing that I want you to check is your settings for this campaign. Go to campaigns, click on this gear icon, and it's going to show the settings for this campaign. I set the locations to Los Angeles County, and location options, they're going to have two options here, presence or interest or presence. Presence or interest means people regularly in, or who've shown interest in your location. Someone outside of Los Angeles County, let's say in Melbourne, Australia, could be searching for a locksmith potentially in Los Angeles. It's very unlikely that that will happen, but if someone in Melbourne, Australia is interested in a locksmith in Los Angeles, there's a chance that someone in Melbourne, Australia would be seeing your ad if you have this option selected. For most local businesses, this is going to be your best option because it's people in or regularly in your targeted locations, and Google will pull only the people that are in or regularly in your targeted locations. If you have this one set up and someone in Melbourne, Australia is looking for a locksmith in LA for whatever reason, it's going to say when they see the ad, locksmith in Melbourne, and then the users might be interested in clicking on that for some reason, but it's not going to be displayed properly because you have the wrong setting picked out for the campaign that you have set up. So make sure that you have the right location that you want to target, as well as the right setting, which is presence in, and then make sure that you save it. And then when you view your ad, it should show you a city within the location that you are trying to target. So in this example, there we go. Are you locked out? Actively serving Linwood. Linwood, California is within Los Angeles County. So instead of manually typing in every single city in Los Angeles County and creating a boatload of ads based off of all the specific cities, you could just use the location insertion option within the headlines and or descriptions, and that will solve that for you. And you'll also be able to improve your click-through rates as well as potentially your conversion rates. So let me know if you have any questions. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. I post videos about Google Ads every week, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you.